Peace and blessings, family. This is your brother Yahya with another episode of our Buried in a Shallow Grave platform, and you are now tuning in to the resurrection class. I'm glad, family, that you tapped in with us today because what we're about to talk about might just change the whole way you move on an everyday basis with your ideas, with your business, and even family with your life. So I'm very, very, very grateful that you tuned in. Uh, I know, family, that it's a lot of different things that we could blame. We could blame what we do on. Um, there's a lot of things going on all over the world, and we could just take a jab at it, and blame life itself. Uh, but too many of us have been taught, family, to be consumers only. And when I say consumers, I'm talking about from the very way that we think, what we watch, what we eat, what we read. Uh, all of this is on the consuming side of things, of life. Uh, and many of us have not been taught how to own. We don't know the process of going about owning anything. And so we buy, we scroll, we click, we spend our hours on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and all these different sites, family, which is cool. But at the end of the day, the question is, what do we own digitally, digitally while we're on these platforms that can actually pay us back for our time? And that's why, family, I want to share with you my story, my mistakes, my faults, my pain, my suffering, but also some of the benefits, a lot of the benefits actually of being uh, owning digital property. I can tell you one of them right now is you don't have to keep guessing. If you're serious, I'm about to give you the layout, the plan, the formula right here for free on this live. You don't have to waste time that I wasted. I want to teach you and kind of walk through step by step style why digital property even matters today in the first place. Um, and the mindset that we have to have at the end of the day to make it in the digital world, because there's a lot of digital products already out there, and if you're not shaping and molding your system in such a way that you can pull in those select few that you're trying to pull in, then you're wasting your platform, right? We want to talk about what tools are worth your time, what tools are not really worth time. How to start small but build smart. We want to talk about how to start small but build formulas, systems. And while we're on that small scale, these systems that we build will help us to grow. And most importantly, we want to talk about how to keep going when the excitement and the rift of business starts to fade, or you don't see any light even after you've started. Now, this ain't no theory. It's lived experiences that we're going to be talking about. And I don't want to try to make it difficult for you to understand. I want to make it very plain. And when we talk about a digital product, we're talking about anything online that you own and control. We're talking about owning digital property, and it's anything that's online that you own or control. Okay? And if you own it and you control it, then it can generate you income. Now, that could come in the form of a Gumroad store, a website, a YouTube channel, an email list. It could be a digital course. It could even be a strong blog that you have with consistent traffic flowing to it. It could even be that. But the key word here is ownership. Ownership. Most people spend years posting, family, on social media, growing their following, but at the end of the day, they don't own it. They don't own it. And what a waste of talent. And what a waste of time. Because at the end of the day, we have to own it. You can wake up tomorrow and your account is locked. You get shadow banned. You might even get deleted. You forget your password. That's not property. That's renting space from somebody else who owns the property. So the very first thing I had to understand was this: my time is valuable. My ideas are valuable. And my creation, my operation need a home that I own, that I control. That's why I went the digital property route. And personally, I would advise anybody to learn digital property. It pays for you to understand what digital property actually is. And at the end of the day, the formula, the method that you create is going to be the determining factor whether you become a winner or not. Okay? So you first need to know that your mindset has to be that of the right mindset. You have to have, before you build anything, the right mindset. And you can't play around with digital products like it's just a hobby. You can't pick it up and put it down and pick it up and put it down. You have to have yourself stationary, already functioning, whether it's on a job or you already have a business that's making you income. This has to be something that you're doing as you do something else. Okay? Because when you do play around with this digital property, you set yourself up. You quit. You wait. You pause. The second you don't see likes and sales. And that's not the way to do it. This takes the same discipline you bring to building a brick or mortar business. The same kind. Now, your first step in designing something, and you build it and it looks good to you, it might not sell. Your first blog, it might not give a 5, 10, maybe 100 views. Your first video, it might only have, your cousins and family and mom and uncle and them watching it. But guess what? That's not failure. That's planting seeds. And I told you this. And if you plant a seed, you're on your way to watching something powerful grow and bloom and blossom into that idea that you've been wanting for yourself. The mindset, family. I'm building something that brings what? What are you bringing? Are you bringing more time to people's life because you built something that cuts down the time? Are you bringing information? Are you bringing evergreen? What are you bringing? Think about it. Every digital product you put out is a seed. Every piece of content, every post, every paragraph. Most people want to harvest after the first week of being a farmer, but that's not how farming works. That's not how it works. You water, you wait, you stay consistent, and then out of nowhere, things start popping. Okay? I wasted time signing up for a lot of platforms, chasing new apps, thinking, that this was the one that was gonna make me that guy, that businessman that I wanted to be. And that's not the move I want to see you make. I want to see you be tactful, and that's why I'm here. If you want these tools, I'm about to give them to you right now. The first one would be your Gumroad. Gumroad is simple. It's easy to start, free to low costing. Uh, your uploads. When you upload your digital product, and people can buy it from Gumroad. No coding and no confusion. It's just real simple. You convert it into a PDF file, you upload it, and you put your layout describing what it is that you're selling, how you're selling it, how much you're selling it for, your upsells, and we'll get into that in a future live. But a website builder like B12, Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, all of these are good. And don't overthink it, family. Just choose you one and start building. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be functional. You need a problem that you're solving. You need to be able to solve that problem, and you need a way to bring it on home. In other words, you need a way to get paid. Okay? You also need an email list tool. And I would choose MailerLite or ConvertKit because these social media followers come and go, and your email is going to stay the same. It stays with you forever. And if you get a MailerLite and a ConvertKit, you can keep up with your customers, your potential customers, potential buyers through your email list too. And we will talk about that in a future live as well. So this is your brother Yahya, and as we doing this, I have so many things to do today, but I did want to tune in with you and give you some of these layouts. One of them is a simple editing app called CapCut and Canva. You need to download these ASAP. If you're a content creator, if you're in business and you want to grow yourself socially, and when I say socially, I'm talking about on social media. You don't need a high-end tool. You don't need high-end tools to make quality content. You just need good information. That's it. Don't let the internet trick you and have you out there buying all these different apps when you can start doing things for free. And then once you start making some digital income, you can move on up to those paid apps. But there are simple apps that you can use. So number one I told you about was Gumroad. Number two was a website builder called B12, Wix, and Squarespace. You can even use WordPress for some of your blogs or calendars or whatever it is you create. And we'll get into more information on how to know which of these you need. And if you out there right now, you want to know which one you need, you can chime in and I will respond to you. I want to help you. I'm here to help you grow. But do not let the internet trick you into thinking you need 27 subscriptions, before you can start making your first sale. That's a lie. That's not true. It's not true. And it's a lot of traps out there. It is. It's a lot of misguiding platforms out there that don't want to see you win. They want to see people like them win, but they don't want to see you win. Now, I want to give you some real talk about what not to do. It's a lot of things you shouldn't do. And I want to give you some of those things just to start you out on the right foot. I don't want you out there wasting months planning to launch your product, your website, your 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 whatever it is that you're offering, your book. Don't waste time planning without launching. Perfection is the enemy of progress, family. When you launch, you might have to launch messy. You can fix it later. Okay, but you need to launch as soon as you know you have a problem, you have a solution to the problem, and you are ready to start making product a real active solution in people's life, and you're ready to sell that product. Don't waste time. Don't copycat people. Be original. Be yourself. Let people see what it is that you offer, what you bring to the world, what you bring to the market, what you bring as a solution. Get inspired, but find the unique angle that you have. Do not copy people's style. It'll only bite you in the back end later. I promise you. I also promise you, you don't need to drop $1,000 on branding and all this foolishness before you sell your first $10 ebook. You don't need it. Okay? Don't stop after one flop, family. Do not stop. Keep going. Everyone flops. Everybody. Oprah flopped when she first tried to start doing her line of work. Everybody flops. It's a part of the process. And soon as you realize this is where most people quit. You will realize that this is where you need to overcome. And that's why they'll never see results in the end, because they quit before the results get there. They give up. Now I want you to start right now one problem you can solve for people. If you can solve this problem for someone, you have a product. And what you need to do is create a small digital product around it, whether it's a PDF guide or a video tutorial or video coaching them how to do it, or it's a template that they can follow, a module of some kind, step-by-step checklist. And you want to upload this PDF file to your Gumroad account that you created. And uploading it there, family, is where things start getting real. Now you're becoming a digital property seller. You want to post about it on social media, all your platforms, with a direct link leading right back to your subscription. You need to know that the most important thing is building your subscription. In the beginning, the most important thing is building your subscription. You want your subscriptions to grow, and you have to lead them in a funnel to be able to do that. I will break down in a future live on how to do that. But right now, I'm trying to get you ready to sell this digital product. You want to post about it. You want to keep it in people's ear. You want to reach out in their messenger. You want to reach out in their Instagram messenger and talk to them. People may not have even seen your video yet. You've posted it maybe 5 times today. People haven't seen it. Most of the people that are under your friendship, they haven't even touched some of your algorithms yet. They haven't even ran across your video. So you want to reach out to these people, because people will support you. It's just about how hungry you are for what it is you do and how much you believe in your product. And knowing your customer, knowing who needs your product, where are they, what social media sites are they on, what groups do they belong to. You need to know this. You need to know how to get out there and go and find your customer. And you want to build that email list up to capture your buyers. Once you find where they are, now you want to know how to have them on your team. And I'm telling you, you build your email list subscription membership. Okay? And you keep repeating this process. You keep repeating it. You know the problem. You know what the digital product is. You know how to upload it. You know what to charge for it. And I'm going to tell you something about charging. You know, you always want to have something that you give away, a lot of things, but you always want to have something that you give away to the customer. And this is not only a good marketing system, but it is a great way for them to see more about you. Okay? That first thing that you're offering them may be a free module on how to lose weight in 10 days. Okay? And then that second one is, a way to keep it off. And that second one is an upsell that you're leading them to. It's like a magnet. When they get that free module that you gave them, inside that module, there's a free upsell. There's an upsell leading them to one of your paid digital products. And you need to know how to do that tactfully. You need to know how to do that in such a way that will benefit you. And you keep repeating that process. You keep creating these digital products. Right now, you need to focus on creating at least 100 digital products. But don't wait to launch. After you create one, launch it, create another one. Okay? So family, if you like this live, I want you to continue to tune in with me. I want you to also hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Bring 3 subscribers the next time you come, potential subscribers. And hopefully we will continue to grow. As you can see, family, I'm not here to waste your time. This is Brother Yahya with another episode.